I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant, and Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, he sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very.
Be up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
Pacers trail by 12, and the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
I think three of the top, 5-6 players, we got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who was such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, but I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. They've got O'Neal, the chosen one out there with Booker. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Plumlee in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the field.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. Hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider, but clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories, so to be able to tell that story to the fans. I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
So connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
Now, here is Halliburton. Defense right on him. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Turner, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Count it.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
2 minutes.
Halliburton for 3. O'Neal with the rebound. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Hawks. Pass to the chosen one. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Phoenix finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Yeah, they came in with the right approach, and the execution, spectacular. And moving on to some mid-season analysis. Let's check out the latest power rankings.
You know, for Phoenix, they're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the pack in line. Listen, nobody should be surprised by how they're playing. This team is loaded.
And that concludes.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the court right now for the Pacers, Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. And it's Halliburton in at the point.
How about the competitor answering? Mr. Booker put it back to the three-point answer.
Halliburton outside. Shoots from the baseline, and that one drops for him. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Pass to the chosen one. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Outside, KD. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. And it's sent back by KD. And he's able to get it back. Halliburton, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The chosen one gets the basket.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Plumlee. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. And Phoenix making a change here. O'Neal's checked in.
Number 00, Royce O'Neal.
Here's the chosen one. He's covered by Halliburton. The chosen one's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Booker on target from 13 feet. Booker's got 5 now.
Yeah, such a versatile scorer. Devin Booker, the 3 levels. You want to give him the midi, he'll take it.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. That 3 off the mark. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Beal gets a wide open look. Misses the wing Jerry.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Pass to Mathurin. And a wide open look for Siakam. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Halliburton with the bucket.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his 2nd from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Plumlee dishes to Booker. To the middle. takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. That's 28 points for the chosen one. Pacers shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Siakam for three. Phoenix grabs the miss, and at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. Pass to the chosen one. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The chosen one's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Suns. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The three. Good on the three-point shot. Halliburton's got 20 points.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his third triple since halftime.
Pass to the chosen one. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Phoenix ahead, running away with this one. From Footprint Center, back in a moment. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Keep working the game, possession by possession.
He's checked in for the Suns. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the chosen one.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Okogie and Durant are the forwards. The chosen one out there with Morris, and it's done in at the 5 down low. Who's out there for Phoenix.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Turner against Dunn. Shots good by Turner.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Puts it up. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.